Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's episode 2 of Toys and Comics with my man. We're going to bring him on in a moment. Thanks for coming. We will be going over some toy talk. We will be taking some questions from the chat, and then we'll be doing some giveaways and prizes as well. So thanks for being here. We are live right now on YouTube. My name is Roy, Horizon Picks. My eBay store is Horizon Picks. I'm a full-time reseller, but my specialty is everything toys, right? So without further ado, I'll bring on my co-host. You know him. Maybe you're getting to know him. He does the show on Thursdays, which I am featured on, and we'll bring him on. It is Kollecting Kaos. So
hey, everybody.
How you doing, my man?
Good to see you. I know you've been waiting 24 hours for this show to come on.
Right?
Hi, Mama G. Glad to see you.
How you doing, Mama G?
Good to see you. Harry Humstone is here.
Yeah.
I have no idea who these people are.
I do know. Mama G, she does a lot of mods for a lot of the big auctions. Happy to see you, Mama. Thanks for coming. Harry Humstone, I never met him in person. Harry, how are you, my man? Good to see you. He does a lot of auctions. He's big into that. I'm familiar with who you are, Harry. Awesome to see you. Steven the reseller, what's up, my man? He is in the reseller community as well. And Darth was first. Darth, you get a special point. So thanks for being here, my man. Darth is definitely involved in this community as well. Darth specializes in everything Godzilla, Ultraman, and his name implies that. So yes, people Darth are going to be kind of coming in. Stay here first. That's Ella. Hi, Ella. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I was sharing before we got on with Kollecting Kaos this morning. I was featured on Johnny's Cajun Roots reseller show as the featured guest. Got to talk about myself. People could get an idea of who I am, and then a lot of people had questions about these shows. So we will see that the chat will be filling up. We can just kind of riff a little bit, KK, and then we'll see. We can kind of get started on tonight's featured toy topic. Okay, so we can leave that for a moment to maybe get people to come in, and it has to do. This shirt is an indicator of what it is. So. Good. Go ahead. How was your day? What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm giving 100 points to everybody in the chat. But just like whose line is it anyway, the points don't matter.
Points don't matter, right? I used to love that show. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Why didn't they make toys for that show?
I know, right? Some really good comedic actors came out of that, too. We got Dina, Thrifty Junker in the chat. Hey, there's Kiki.
Hi, Kiki.
Hey, Kiki. Yeah, Kiki's the mod for Mike Rogers' Comic Book Steals and Deals. I've been involved with that channel. KK is certainly involved with that as well. She does the mod for that. And good to see you, Kiki. So yeah. Hi, Babette. Good to see you, Babette Perkins.
Goddess Treasure. Yeah. All these names I don't know, but I will know them eventually.
Yeah, Moon Goddess, good to see you. Like I said, some folks were kind of piling from other auctions that maybe have been wrapping up because now we're at the 9 o'clock time slot. So, yeah. So, coolness. Yeah, so did the show this morning. Got my taxes done last night. That was like, whoo, right at the 0 hour.
Really? I did mine like a month and a half ago.
Yeah,
to come back.
Because I do so many buys and so many deductions with what I buy. I really kind of manage my finances a little different than others, but kind of like got that off. Now I can kind of like power into the rest of the year. So I was like, but absolutely. So yeah, we have some other folks have come in. Very cool.
These shelves are not crooked. My camera's crooked.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so many comics, man. It's like, woo, it's falling over.
No, the comics are crooked, not the shelves. The shelves are. The shelves are actually level. I checked them with a level.
That's right. Hey, Cheryl the reseller. Good to see you, love. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Awesome.
And there's Thrifty Junker.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll give it another couple minutes, then we'll get rolling, guys, on the topic. Tonight's show, I have some stuff that I'm going to be presenting. We'll be doing some giveaways. We'll be doing some prizes. I do have a couple things I could do buy it nows with as well. And we'll be taking questions from the chat.
Once I get them in order, I could put some comics and buy it nows. But,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
They're not in order yet.
Right. Well, yeah, those of you that are new to what we're doing here, Collecting Chaos and myself, tonight's show, my expertise is toys. So this is a toy-centric, but there are some crossover. Collecting Chaos's expertise is comic books. But again, he has his show on Thursday. Just a little bit. So, yeah. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's just things are brewing. So I'm interested in the next week or two and see have some things in the works. I'm trying to do some things on this platform that maybe haven't been done before, or maybe with a little twist. So we'll see how that one rolls. But and this is one of them. Chaos, you're part of it. So
comics and toys go together.
It's awesome. So, all right. So here, we can
actually you can have bacon without eggs, but you can't have eggs without bacon, but you can have bacon without eggs.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Hey, you just have me at bacon, so it's all good. That's one of my things I really like to cook is bacon. It's like I could get that right in there, and I could oven or cast iron pan. I'm your man. I can make you some serious bacon.
Got to be cast iron.
Yeah, that's really out here in PA. You get.
And the next thing you cook sausage in.
Oh yeah.
And make
that nice seasoning on there. Yeah. There he is. Hi, Patrick. Patrick Murphy. He's in the chat. Good to see you, buddy.
See you, Patrick.
Yeah. So, yeah, and
yeah, I can live with peanut butter and chocolate.
Yeah, I just see Mama G in the chat. These guys on last Saturday had a blowout auction. It's really some of the stuff that West Side Gary and Who's Tom Cruise did that. That's the type of level of some of the auctions that I kind of want to throw down and do. So, and I think we can do that with comic books and toys. I just think it's a matter of getting the right people, the right exposure to do that, So, all right. So we're at 10 minutes. We got some folks here. Good to see y'all. The topic tonight of the show is movie toys. Basically, we're going to be talking about everything movie. I think everybody in the chat, it's something that y'all have movies, your favorite movies.
I think I got a movie toy up there.
I'm sure you do. So
I'm not talking about Batman either.
Yeah. So there's such a wide range, right? I mean, you could do Star Wars, you could do Star Trek, you could do Disney, there's so much. But I've pulled some stuff that I think people would like, some things, and some stuff I'll offer up as well. But just kicking. So you and the people in the chat, think through your mind and maybe throw out some stuff that you like. If you have any questions, certainly for myself or Chaos, we will look at that. But basically, so just to start off, Chaos, like when you think of movie toys,
who from the chat, who is the biggest provider of movie toys to children?
The biggest provider
of movie toys for children?
Well, I think I know the answer, but
I'm sure you do. We talked about it earlier.
Right. Anybody in the chat, who's the biggest provider of toys for children? The biggest
movie toys for children.
Yeah, movie toys for children.
Nice guess, Patrick, but no.
Probably at one point it was Kenner.
Disney is a licensor of toys, but they're not a provider.
Correct. Oh.
You always take your kids there. Okay. How about McDonald's?
Yeah. If you want to get,
Toy.
yeah,
Most of the Happy Meal toys are based on movies.
I would have answered what Harry got it, I think first was Hasbro. I would have answered that, but I agree. McDonald's is just massive exposure, and their Happy Meal toys, I think, blow doors off of anything else. A little bit of a technical answer, but I agree with that. Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, Hasbro, definitely big players. Disney as well.
And Burger King to a lesser extent.
Yeah, but McDonald's, it's
McDonald's, they just they made a business out of Happy Meals, basically.
Absolutely. So yeah. So what is what's your kind of? I know the answer, but maybe share what is your kind of toys that you would go after right now, Chaos. So what is your top?
I've already got it.
Right, but we've talked about some that I think I have that you're interested in, or
there's really no toys I'm looking for right now.
Okay.
The only toys that I'm interested in finding right now are based on Superman and Wonder Woman, and not necessarily the movies.
Gotcha.
The Wonder Woman toys that they released for the first movie, I've got them. Now I don't have the ones with her and the horse because I didn't want it. Right. But the basic set I've got. Same thing with the Aquaman series. I got all the ones from the Aquaman series that I wanted.
Yeah.
And those were directly related to the movie.
Yeah, this question came up this morning when I was being interviewed, and it's a tough answer, but for me, the large the Shogun Warriors that were in the 1970s, the jumbo machinder, they called them.
I know what you're talking about.
2 foot tall, big, but they're just from Japan. Some of them, there were some really interesting ones, but particularly the Rodan, it was really hard to get. And then there's a couple, I have all of them. But
you see, there was never a Captain Action movie.
No.
I think it was just a comic book.
Right. But the Shogun Warriors, my friends had them. And then when I was a little kid, I always was like, wow, what's this? And they were like, I remember my friend's dad actually took it and, put it aside. Don't touch that, Roy. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we had I have them up there. It's the Godzilla shoots the fist. And that was just like, as a little boy, this 2 foot tall, toy like that was crazy.
There was a TV show, Thunder something. It was a puppet show, basically.
Mm-hmm. Thunderbirds. Yeah,
they made this huge Thunderbird spaceship. Yeah. I'd kind of like to have one.
Yeah.
But I don't want to pay the money for it.
Yeah, no. That was a really interesting little puppets and animation. Very interesting. But yeah, so I can show, just to start off, with a toy from a movie. And again, I believe I might have showed this last week, but I'll go and I'll make you like that. But I showed this. I put this on Instagram. It was one of my picks. So speaking of a toy from a movie, so this is your dancing gopher from Caddyshack. He's from Jemmy. Awesome.
Yeah, if you ever find another one of those.
Yeah, you're down.
Yeah.
He's pretty great. And he basically he sings Kenny Loggins the song. He moves his head. He turns his head. He kind of does the little dance. So this was a nice pick from the flea market 2 weeks ago. And he's got full, Caddyshack.
I can't believe you got it in a box.
Oh yeah.
That's the amazing thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw him, and I was like, I didn't even say how much. I'm like, that's awesome. And he's like, yes, it is. And I'm like getting out my wallet. And he's just like, do you want, sounds great. Yeah, and it was cheaper than I even was willing to pay. So
And
happy to own him.
Throwing money at him, hoping he takes what you give him.
I kind of, what you buy it when you see it. That's kind of my, credo. Anybody that, I know some folks in the chat, right? You buy it when you see it. When you find something,
a lot of times that's the time is when
you got to strike, and and it was something that I'm happy to own it, and it's by Jemmy. They're that company that has the fish on the plaque that, I heard it through the grapevine or whatever. It sings different stuff. So if you want to throw something out there, Chaos, from your collection, you want to do something.
What do I have? Handy. I don't have many toys in this room. But I'm sure this has been in a movie at some point. It's got about 6 tons of dust on it. I'll have to dust it off. Keep talking while I dust it off.
No worries.
Well, if I don't dust it off, you won't be able to see it. I don't think I've taken this toy down from up there in years. Now, this is not original packaging. This is a color background that I made.
Hi, Maggie Doodle. Thanks for coming.
Good.
Oh, coolness.
Elmer Fudd, but he's missing his shirt.
Right.
But I have the hat. But it won't stay on his head.
See if I can flip it around here. Ooh. There we go. Oh, no. I'm going to make you the featured person. I'll have to play around with that.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Seems like I'm only going to mess around with that a little bit. But
good old Elmer, I'm sure he's been in a movie or two somewhere along the line.
Awesome.
This is when I got it, I decided, well, how am I going to make it presentable to sell in my store? Sure. And that's when I had a store. And so I made that little backing for the back.
Sure.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
And I even have the copyright is Warner Brothers, manufactured by Dakin, 1969. I was
going to say Dakin, yeah.
And repackaged at my store.
I have a bunch of those. I have like Tweety Bird. I think Sylvester. Those were, I remember being a little kid and I would go to the dentist and then afterwards we would go to like the pharmacy and the guy had it kind of in the back and I'd be like, wow, what's that? And they were in these awesome boxes. I remember. But Treasures Noir, thanks for coming. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Yeah, click the, top left. Oh, gotcha. All righty. Word. Oh, there it goes. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Paul.
That makes me full screen, but that doesn't make him on the other side.
Yeah, I wanted to flip that. There it is.
And, of course, the Superman back there is Brandon Routh.
Brandon Routh.
Whatever.
The thumbs down. He is a nothing compared to Henry Cavill. But, hey.
They were all good.
But Christopher Reeve, though, come on. I mean, awesome. I remember I was mesmerized. I saw Superman in the movies like 3 times as a kid. Awesome.
I've seen Kirk Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen George Reeves. Because I used to watch that when I was little. And when it was doing the first run, not the reruns.
Right.
Yeah, I'm old. I've seen the Christopher Reeves movies. I watched the Brandon Routh movie, and I watched the Henry Cavill movies. Henry Cavill made a really good Superman. I just didn't care for the movies.
Yeah, no, he certainly filled out the suit. He certainly had every bit of that. I thought that was awesome.
Dean Cain made a good Superman.
It was good. It was okay. Yeah, just there's a little. I like a little edge to Superman. I don't like an overly gregarious Superman, right? Because he's still an alien. So I kind of, But hey, Paul, Philly Flipper, man, thanks for coming. Hope you had a great auction. Was happy to be part of that. Good job, man. Awesome. Yeah.
I was really like Superman and Anti-Aging Cream 3.
That's right. By the case. And I almost got my Merce to go with it, but I didn't get that. That was a really cool bag too. So we're talking about the topic tonight, guys, is toys from movies. That's actually the topic of tonight. Speaking of movies, we were bringing up Disney, so we can go Disney, and an awesome toy. It's Wally. I'm not gonna make him. He's a remote control Wally. This was they did. I believe this might be by NECA. He does his treads work. He moves. He says eyes light up. He says things from the show or the movie rather. Wally won the Academy Award for Best Animated Picture. It's just an amazing movie. If you haven't seen it, love it. So yeah, there's a Wally. So Disney toys. I mean, I have a ton of them as well. But here's your
toys for Black Hole.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think they made toys for the Black Hole.
Yeah.
And that was also a Disney movie, a Disney science fiction movie.
Yeah, that was
almost a contradiction in terms.
Well, look at Wally. He's mesmerized by the screen. Look at that. It's awesome. Yeah. So Wally was great. Love that kind of animation. And then similarly, I will put out for Disney Pixar. You obviously have Mr. Sully. I have pulled this guy out from Monsters Inc. and another amazing. I love that movie. Kind of near and dear to my heart.
One of my favorite. It's one of my favorite animated movies.
It is. The fur that they came up with, the technology for the fur on him was groundbreaking at the time. Right, man? That's right, Roy. That's right. So, yeah, cool beans. So anybody in the chat, questions, throw it out there. You want to know anything about certain toys? You want to know about what to find, what to get? You want to throw out your favorite toy? We can talk on that as well. This is just kind of an open show to kind of geek out on this stuff, share some stuff. And
the X-Men toys would be you could use because there were so many X-Men movies. Spider-Man, there was Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
Of course, every other week they come out with a new Batman toy.
Yeah, absolutely. And some of the stuff that I haven't seen, if I haven't seen it before, I usually buy it, right? Because it's just I gotta have it, and that's one of those things where it gets, sometimes even with these online auctions, it gets kind of crazy, especially when people have a whole lot of stuff, and I'm like, oh no, I don't have much of that. Here we go. I gotta get it, and I know how that is with comics too.
Oh yeah. I have to be careful. I have to cut back on what I'm buying because that's too much. I mean, this is all stuff that I don't need.
Right. I heard that. That's like, I do.
And I've got a long box.
I would say I need
a box down there. I don't even know what's in it.
Oh, see, that's not good. I kind of do know what I
bought it, but I don't know what's in it.
You're like, that's someone's box up there. Yeah. So, oh wait, what is it? Oh, do you have any? She's asking, do you have any Waterworld action figures? I definitely have some loose ones. I don't have any on the card. I do. I know I have a few of them.
I don't think I have any.
I definitely know I have like the Kevin Costner figure. I think I have doesn't it Hopper was the bad guy in it?
I don't remember. I think I used to have the Kevin Costner Robin Hood.
What a crazy movie that was too.
By accident.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know if I still do. I have the ugliest action figure toy ever made.
You do. I know.
I have a case of them.
Harry said, when I was a kid, Batman had cards and a Corgi die-cast car. Now that's awesome.
Absolutely.
We are gonna do
a whole. Also get a Batmobile that would on a trailer who would hook up to the Batmobile, or a Batboat that would hook up to the Batmobile.
Guess who has that? We can do, Harry, if you're interested. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole show we're gonna to do a whole show on Batman toys. Absolutely. So that's really one of the things I really that's one of the things that I really enjoy collecting. So yes, and I believe I even have, it was a die-cast Batmobile that was like a spy. It was amazingly made. It was like 4 inches long, die-cast metal, but the front had like a buzzsaw thing that would like flip over. When you ran it, it had little missiles that shot out the back. And then when you ran it, the flame would it was unbelievably made.
A friction spark on the back.
Yes, and a friction. So when you ran it,
I remember that it was tin. It was made of tin, and it was in the style of the 1960s Batmobile.
Correct. Yeah,
I had one when I was little. I have no idea what happened to it.
I sold one. It was not the original Corgi, but I sold one on eBay. It was by Azrak. It was a knockoff one. The boat with the trailer, but the bubble was crushed. But the background graphics were the amazing, like Batman coming at you from the show. It's not in my store for a while, but eventually it sold, and it even crumbled. I think I got like $4 for that.
I can believe it. And if it had been the real Corgi, you would have gotten more.
Yeah, I have a good one that's in a special spot. So yeah, where the good stuff goes. But yeah.
But speaking of Batman, let me grab something real quick because it definitely relates to a movie.
Gotcha. Yeah, Harry, I see that. Yeah, Redline Hot Wheels will definitely do one on diecast cars. Hot Wheels, I'm very into that as well. There's some other people out in the cyberverse here of YouTube that are way more into it, but I really enjoy that kind of stuff. I do collect Batmobile items. That's one of the things that I do enjoy. I have, it was just so inspiring as a kid to watch that. But G.I. Joes, we did feature them on the last show. Just kind of, that was one that was in our original 1960s, the original G.I. Joes. I featured that. We will do a whole nother show on the Greatest American Heroes, smaller ones, because that's its own entity as well. So
okay, the box is a little crushed because it did go through a flood.
Right. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, the Redbird. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, it's a Revel model kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the plastic has never been opened.
There you go. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, there's Jen. Awesome, Jen. I'm glad she won last week. She won the Star Wars Bosk that I gave away. So that's awesome. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. Some of those kits, and I know Chaos. I'm waiting on a few from you, and I know you've put some together and painted them and stuff, and that's still in the periphery of toys. But some of those model kits get really, I know some of the Star Wars ones, they especially when you really customize them and get really
Millennium Falcon I have in the other room that's halfway put together.
Yep. Yeah, and I do have a guest. I hope he comes on. His specialty is Lego. So hopefully in the future we could do a whole show on Lego. That's something I do enjoy. I'm not a huge Lego person, but again, I'm connecting with people in this platform to come on and share their insights and offer that to everybody. So hopefully we could do that.
Well, there's 1 week that I'm scheduled to work till 10 o'clock your time, which is not good for this show. And so I'll look into my schedule and find out which day it is and let you know.
Yeah, cool. Absolutely.
Then maybe that'd be a good day to bring on a different guest.
Yeah, no problem. I'm connecting the dots with some folks out here, and I think a response has been good. So it's been a great ride so far, and I was saying this morning, I'm not even 1 month since the epic kind of 420 big blowout auction that I had done. It's not even been a month yet, so I'm pretty stoked and happy to coordinate with people for sure.
I'm enjoying doing the live streams a lot more than what I thought I would.
Yeah. And for me, like I was trying to say this morning, likes and subs, and it's all good, right? I'm into that, but it's really about dropping knowledge, sharing with the community. Yeah, I'm going to be doing auctions. Yeah, I want to make some money, but it's also having fun, providing entertainment. This is something that I can do that's very free form, open. But then obviously you've seen with the auctions, it's a totally different vibe, way more of a performance. So that's, I like to do that.
Eventually, so people know, eventually we will have our own auction.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Me and Horizon, probably, maybe one other person.
Sure.
And it's going to be very organized. We're going to be careful about how it's done.
Right. Very cool. So yeah. Hey, there's Perla. Hi, Perla. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. There's Donna. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. Some folks coming in. I saw them on a previous auction earlier. I had to kind of bounce and get ready for this, but good to see you guys. For those of you that are new, tonight's topic is movie toys from movies and films. Feel free to throw any questions in the chat at myself and my compadre Kollecting Kaos here. And again, that's my specialty. Expertise is toys. And thanks for coming. We're about a half hour in. We're getting ready to do a giveaway pretty soon, so stay with us. He is grabbing some very heavy stacks of comics at the moment. So I think, yeah, awesome. Yeah, talk about great.
I'm going to put together boxes of these.
Nice. I loved it. Awesome toys came out of Indiana Jones.
I'll be buy it now when I do it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Harry. Good to see you, man. Awesome. Very cool.
So yeah, I'm going to put together lots, probably 6 to 10 comics. I don't know exactly how many yet, and it'll be one price, buy it now, and shipped.
Sure.
But I'm not sure exactly when that's going to happen.
Yeah. Well,
if I'm lucky, Thursday.
I got some new purchases. Another stack over here that I sent to Ollie's was restocked. So
yeah, I saw that. Ollie's been wiped out again, huh?
I think I'm good for like the rest of the, maybe through the summer, maybe longer on the comics. But so we could do a giveaway. And how about we switch it up this time, Chaos? You pick a question and answer that, and if you want to write it down right now, and then we'll throw it to the chat and I'll watch it. And I have a toy, and it is there were movies, but it's also it's toy movie related. I can give away this Star Trek Next Generation Worf on card. Okay, little bit. I'll go here. It's a little bit not perfect, but he's by Galoob, vintage, 1988 Worf on card. Okay, I'll give this away. So we'll go back up in here.
So I can think on it for a while.
What's that?
A little bit later, so I can think about it.
A little bit later? Oh no! All right.
Yeah, I gotta think of a question.
You're gonna okay. You're gonna throw the curveball in there. How about just like pick your favorite? I don't know. Favorite movie, favorite, something like that. If I put you on the spot, I didn't mean to do that. I just thought.
I'm thinking of a comic related question that also relates to movies.
Okay.
So let me think about it for a few minutes so that I know I have the right answer.
Okay. I got you. No problem. That's fine. Now you got me stumped. I'm like, ooh, what am I going to think of then? I'm like, let's see. All right. I can think of one.
Matter of fact, I might have to look in my price guide.
Well, yeah, and then I have it. If people don't want this Worf, I have some other things. But
no, it's got to be Worf.
I have I have one, and I could throw it out there, and it is somewhat it is a movie related question. Okay, I'll put once you guys see go, I'll do it here. Once you see me put go and the start line, you can answer this question, and you are playing for this wharf right here. Okay, and this is somewhat of a complicated question, but I'll try to see if folks can get it. Okay, I'm going to put it. There it goes. Okay, listen up. Here's the question. Name the five, yes, five members from the movie version of Justice League. Name them. Go. We were talking about the movie. This would be the Ben Affleck Gal. I gave you one there. We talked about it. Okay, I say Gal Gadot, so now you only have to name the other three. Name the five members.
Oh, you want the actors' names?
No, the superheroes. Name the five. Oh, I knew he would get it.
I'm sorry, Patrick, that's wrong. Superman was not a member.
He was in the movie. Well, actually, you're probably right.
A member of the original five.
Right, but in the movie,
the sixth one.
He was. Yeah, I mean, he did throw it in there.
Yeah.
All right, Patrick. So Worf is yours, my man. I saw nobody else really put that in. I guess that was a little bit of a tough one. There you go. Yeah, Patrick got it. Jen was second. Patrick, it's up to you. If you want Worf, he's yours. If you want, Jen did get it as well. It's up to you. You both did answer correctly, but Patrick, you were first. If you'd like this, great. If not, I could give it to Jen. It's no big deal. Up to you, buddy. So you did put it in there. So let me know. No problemo. All right. So put you back up here. Oh, there you go. See,
he bows to Jen.
All right, Jen, you down for some Worf goodness? I can get this out to you. No problemo. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, mine would probably be too hard anyway.
That's a Martian.
I'll ask the question just to see if anybody can get the right answer. How many publishers of comics have published a Star Trek comic?
That is like, if they get it, I'll be surprised. But
well, I'm just asking for a number. I'm not making them say which ones they are.
How many made a Star Trek? Well, yeah, I know 3 of them.
I think BK's got it. Just out of curiosity, BK, can you name them?
There you go, Jen. Right there.
I'm just wondering if you can name them.
What's up, BK? Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. Patrick, he said 5. Can you name them, BK? That's the question. Oh, I think he got it.
No, Dell never published
Star Trek. Dell? Oh, I think
it was Gold Key.
He got
DC, Marvel, Malibu.
Oh, we didn't get the Malibu one. Pretty darn close, though. Absolutely. So, way to go.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah, Gold Key. I would have probably missed that.
Dell and Image never published it. There was a Wildstorm published DC or Star Trek, but that was a DC imprint. So DC's actually published Star Trek 3 times.
Right.
And now it's published by IDW.
Nice.
But the first one was Gold Key, then DC again, then Marvel, then Malibu, then DC Wildstorm, and then IDW.
Yeah, so excuse me. All right. So we can continue on.
Yeah, Dell stopped publishing movie comics by that time. They'd pretty much given everything over to Gold Key.
Yeah. So we can talk about some other, Darth. I don't know if Darth's still in the chat, but
well, you named 6, Patrick. Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, The Flash, and Batman. Superman was the 6th one.
It was somewhat of a. I said 5, thinking that the main. Usually people don't remember Cyborg, but the other. I mean, obviously there was Green Lantern at one point, but the original. I remember even Firestorm was one of them, and at some point. But we can go. I saw a Spock cover from Dell. Yeah, I would swear. He's like, I swear I saw a Spock cover. So,
no, it was Gold Key.
Yeah. So we can move. We'll move back into the movie topic again. One of the things that I really like. I know Darth, if he's still in the chat, he's big into Godzilla. I do collect. I have quite a bit of Godzilla toys myself, but he's got a crazy amount of that stuff. But I'll just show this one guy. I thought he was really cool. This is a Mecha Godzilla. He is missing his tail. He would have had this like righteous, cool looking tail, but kind of busted off. He is electronic. I don't have batteries in him. His eyes light up. He makes some sounds. It's kind of cool. So again, Mecha Godzilla. Back in the day, I remember Godzilla was just trashing everything, and then they came up with this as this.
No Godzilla toys.
You have none.
Not a one.
Yeah, you have the comics.
I've got some of the comics, yeah. But
really?
Here's the
wow.
Thing. When I bought Godzilla toys, I had my store, and I'd put them on the shelf, and they'd be gone within a day or two.
Yeah, people love.
It didn't matter what price I put on it; it would be gone the next day.
He's like, "Why don't you have any?" He's like, "I'm cool. What? I got no tail, man. But come on." He's awesome. And again, this was at a flea market find. It's pretty. He probably has some value. If he had the tail, he'd be more valuable. But
I like Godzilla toys. I can't keep them.
Yeah,
they sell too quick.
During the one auction that I did with Tiffany's Cool Finds, he offered up those 2 Godzillas, and I'm like, oh no. And I don't really like to. I think it's kind of not right to bid when I'm also selling. So I kind of held off on that, but I was like, oh no, it's going to go for, and I think she sold them for really, really cheap. Yeah. And that's okay. Somebody got a good buy, but
that's what I did with the last auction I did with Mike. I didn't buy anything in the chat, but if it didn't sell and it was something I wanted, I would go into the private chat with the other sellers and say, hey, look, I want that. I'll pay for that. Of course, I don't know if I did.
The thing I like about the Godzilla is the level of detail that they have on some of this. It's just a molded plastic, but then his feet are kind of rubber. I think he's by Bandai, if I'm not mistaken.
I would be surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to go to this warehouse that had a whole bunch of cheap stuff, knockoff toys, stuff like that. And I'd see the knockoff Godzillas, and I'd buy them, and I'd put them at crazy prices, and I'd have to go back the next week and try to buy some more.
Right. Yeah, I anything Godzilla related, I usually buy it. I put in my eBay store, and one of the things that I have right now, I call it it is a towel, but if you go in my store and you go on the main page, it's more of a tapestry. It's from the Toho Godzilla store in
Yeah.
Japan, and it's just this unbelievable, he's fighting, three different people. It's just an amazing piece, and kind of rare. So stuff like that just takes a little long tail. But Power Rangers, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Power Rangers, awesome. We could do again. You guys saw uh, Voltron. The Voltron that I had, and he's kind of the pre Power Rangers. The idea of the multiple robots creating one large thing was kind of Voltron. There's also G-Force was another one where you had these, they came together and created to kind of like take on a larger foe. But this idea of like, right, the girl, the girl, the two guys, one guy's like a little slight, the other guy's beefy. You're kind of getting and they all, one usually, different colors, and then they come together to create, Voltron was one of them. But Power Rangers, same thing. They would kind of come together to create the, Megazord or whatever, these different types of things like that.
Yeah, I only have one Power Rangers toy. I'd show it, but it'll make Roy start drooling, and we don't want that.
Takes a lot to make me drool. Now, there's not a lot of stuff that I haven't seen, but I mean, it just depends what it is. I always like it when I see it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you've shown me that before. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, but you still drool when you see it.
Well, it's mint in box, which you don't usually see. But show it. That's an awesome Power Rangers toy. Here you go. Boom. You're full screen, buddy. Go for it.
The figure has started to turn yellow, but it's not been out of the box.
Yep. So those of you in the chat, what he's showing right there, if you see that in the box, pick it up. Especially if the box and it's complete. You're talking, I priced it. Obviously you don't want to sell it price. I get that, but several $100s to be conservative.
If somebody comes up with some money, I'll sell it.
Yeah.
It's not an I don't want to sell it item. It's
right.
Yeah, I'd sell it, but the shipping would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I've seen I've gone to some of the comic auctions or toy auctions, and they have the Shogun Warriors like mint and I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, some of them are, these guys want, 4 figures, and I'm just like, oh, that's a little crazy. But again, if they don't want to sell at price, and find another one, right? That's in that kind of condition.
Absolutely. If somebody has an I don't want to sell at price, don't make them sell it. Buy another one.
That's right. If the price is right, that's right. You're talking about Bob Barker. He came up earlier today. Bob Barker, Price is Right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She said Pink Ranger figures at Walgreens going for about $60 to $90. It just depends, what it is. Some of the rarer ones too they can be even loose. You can get them. But cool. Well, we can move on to. How about we move on to Marvel? We were in the DC land. We can move on to some Marvel. So I have a guy. I know a guy in the comic community. He's always looking for anything Thanos. So I this was behind me. I pulled this out, and then this is the Infinity Gauntlet. This is a kind of a fun kids toy. when you press it, it kind of, it's just, it doesn't even go up into the fist, which is kind of funny. The kid just kind of uses it, but when you hit the, oh, I took the batteries out. It does, the gem lights up, and it does make that like it powers up. And then this is like a rubber. But again, I love stuff like this. I love, again, anything that's kind of prop, toy related, stuff like this. Awesome. I love stuff like this. And again, flea market find. I think I literally paid like $1 for this. So had to have it. I love the Spidey shooters that you kind of strip onto your arm, and fun stuff.
Yeah. I have to reach to find it. I have to reach for it.
Oh, he's going behind the curtain. Watch out. Ah! The curtain. No.
This is TV show. Does that count?
That's fine.
I have the whole set, but this is the only one I can find right now. Again, dusty.
Oh, awesome.
And they came out with these in the 90s.
Yeah, Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I don't have the whole set, but I have Dr. Smith, West, Judy Robinson, Will Robinson. But I don't have the other two. The other two were Carrot Man and Cyclops.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, I'm always on the hunt for that original, like Robbie the Robot from that.
Well, it wasn't Robbie the Robot. It was just Robot.
The robot, yeah. Danger.
That was his name, was Robot.
Robot.
Yeah. That's all they ever called him, was Robot. Robbie the Robot was from
Forbidden Planet.
Forbidden Planet.
Yeah.
He appeared in a lot of other shows.
Yeah, he did.
On I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
He was in several other movies.
Right.
And I think he was even on an episode of The Adventures of Superman with George Reeves.
Yeah. They kind of got as much out of him, I think, as they could in that era, right? Yeah.
Hey, reused props, why not?
Right. So yeah, thanks for hanging with us, guys. We're almost an hour in, just talking about movie toys. Anybody in the chat have any questions? Hey, Annie, good to see you. Thanks for coming. She jumped in. Rick Evans, how you doing? Good to see you. Some new folks here. Tonight we're just talking about movie-related toys. So anybody that has any questions, throw it out to myself or Kollecting Kaos in the chat. We will answer or talk about that. Kind of free flow tonight, guys. Just talking about movie toys we're showing. And
let's open it up to movie and TV so I can
open it up to TV. Yeah,
so I can participate,
Absolutely. Absolutely. All good.
Which means all those cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
Elmer Fudd.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Looney Tunes. Oh, my gosh. That was a huge, back to those Dakin. But what I had, toy kind of, what you had the Dakin, but I had Soakies. Do you remember that they were the Palmolive, they were the bottles, and they had the little head, and you could, you would do your bath with your kid, but they had a ton of those.
Yeah, they had different names for them too.
Yeah, so Palmolive, I think, put those out. Soaky toy with the little cap on it, and yeah, cool stuff. But
they've done all kinds of things. They've done fishing rods and they've done toothbrushes and you name it. They've licensed it.
Yeah, I'll show two more here. So if we want to get into Batman, I know we spoke about this, I think, on one of the previous, have some stuff behind the monitor here. But, again, hard to argue with this one. I think we agreed, hands down, I think the best of them is the Catwoman from, the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman with the, latex, patent leather, outfit. awesome. I do like some of the other Catwomans, but this was the one that I was like, wow, they really, I think Tim Burton really got it right on that. Very different. Great, great costume.
Oh, the costume was great. I'm just not a big Michelle Pfeiffer fan.
I understand. I thought she was awesome. I think she played it. I mean, like we said, certainly better than Halle Berry by a landslide, I think.
Well, look what Halle Berry, the script that Halle Berry had to work with.
Right.
Halle Berry is a much better actress.
And that's, I would. Okay. She is an Academy Award winner, so I'll give you that.
I would have loved to have seen Halle Berry in that role as Catwoman.
Sure.
Not in that movie that was not really worth calling a Catwoman movie at all.
Hey, what's up, Sarcastic Storage Stacker, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Awesome. We're talking about movie toys is the topic tonight. We're in about just almost at the end of the first hour. Going through some movie toys. We're just throwing up this. This is a Kenner Batman Returns Catwoman on card. So,
you know, I was able to find all of the Kenner toys for that movie except that one.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow, I was going to offer it up right now to the crowd, Chaos. I don't know.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just busting with you. I'm just messing with you. I'm
trying to not collect toys.
I find these all the time, actually, and this one's one of the better conditions, so it's on my wall. So I just thought I would show that real quick. And this is always a who played it best in the Batman movies. Usually is a good topic, and I think one of the streams that we had.
Like my April O'Neil toy, it's one of those ones that I just
yeah. But yeah, this is from,
and I would show it, but I have no idea where it is.
God, it hurts my brain. 1991. Oof. Right?
Yeah. I have several sets of the cards. The longer cards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. The 1991 Batman Returns set. I have several of them.
Hey, Jen's Closet Gems. Somebody you know probably has a Batman suit. So yeah, awesome. Would love to see that. It's a great one. So I've actually cosplayed Batman for Halloween multiple times. Had to do some add-ons to the suit, but not many Batman suits for somebody my size, so I had to improvise some of it. But,
well, I guess if I ever did decide to cosplay, I have to do Magneto, right?
Absolutely. Oh my God, wouldn't it be great? Come on, right there, guys. Magneto from the X-Men, wouldn't he be perfect? I think he would totally be perfect for that. Yeah, absolutely. And you could do it. You could even just be a chill Magneto. You don't have to be in full costume. You could, but I mean, he could be, kind of, he had that hat in the movie, kind of just hanging out. You could do that. Absolutely.
I'm not into that though.
Yeah. No, it's
Chaos as Magneto.
Yeah, right. Jen's like, oh, I'll be Storm. I'll be Storm. Yeah, Storm's another great
like
one.
That.
Yeah. You got
in the concentration.
I love that Michael Fassbender is just,
yeah.
I think he did fairly well as Magneto, in its own twist. Absolutely.
Well, as long as we're on the subject of Marvel movies, what was your favorite Marvel character casting?
Oof.
Other than Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Downey was amazing. That's a tough one. I mean, there's so many. In the chat, favorite Marvel casting in a movie.
Not Iron Man.
Yeah, and you can't pick Iron Man. So who would you, I gotta say, I mean, speaking of, one of the things I really liked was it was in the I think it was the second X-Men movie that wasn't super popular, like the Nightcrawler. He was like he played that amazingly. I thought he was great as that.
The Marvel Universe.
What's that?
That's not part of the Marvel Universe.
X-Men. Yes, yeah, X-Men.
It wasn't part of the Marvel Universe movies.
Oh! You mean more now? More now?
I'm talking about out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because otherwise, Halle Berry's Storm wins. Period. Hands down, nobody beats it. She made pardon the pun, the perfect Storm.
Right. I mean, I gotta say, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. I gotta say,
again, that's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, though.
No,
it's part of the X-Men, but still, that counts. For the Marvel Cinematic Universe, my favorite is Doctor Strange.
Cumberbatch.
He just nailed it.
Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I do agree. He was really, really, really good. And I thought they did pretty well. That's a very heady, tough topic to kind of get across on the screen, and I think they did that fairly well. Doctor Strange he's awesome. So I just I picked this up at Ollie's too. It's an awesome coffee table book. Grabbed this a couple weeks ago when I got my pack. So I love grabbing stuff like this.
Well, that counts. That's movie related.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think the Psylocke actress was Olivia Munn.
Oh, I get you. I like Doctor Strange. I don't care. We like him.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is awesome. I mean, the character, but Cumberbatch really got that calm vibe, but also, obviously in the end game, right? And he's just like, and in that moment what was going to kind of happen, and I was like,
he knew what was going to happen, but he couldn't tell anybody.
What's that?
He knew what was going to happen, but he couldn't tell anybody because if he told anybody, it would change.
Right. But yeah, just that moment, was just that an amazing build up too. I think they handled that fairly well.
And of course, Black Panther was another one that was.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean,
I still haven't seen that movie yet.
Yeah, I didn't. I liked actually the Black Panther. I liked the movie. I didn't love Black Panther to the extent that the box office did, but that's fine. But I think his actual in Civil War, in the other, and great stuff.
That's what I'm going by.
Yeah, and even the kid that played Peter Parker, I thought was like pretty. The casting was good on that. Doctor Strange, Jeff Goldblum as the Game Master. Yeah, that was cool that they kind of combined, right? They combined Ragnarok with Contest of Champions, right?
Yeah.
They did combine that, and I thought that was really interesting way to do that, to kind of get the most out of that. Definitely and then even the CG.
I loved Ragnarok. That was such a fun movie. See, I like fun movies.
Kate Blanchett as Hela, awesome. Just like the comic, I think they got that right.
But a lot of the Marvel movies are too serious.
Yeah.
So when Ragnarok came along, it's not serious. It's a fun movie. That's why I loved Aquaman, because it was a fun movie.
Yeah,
and the box office showed it.
I mean, Jason Momoa, great casting. We knew it. Once I saw, I was like, it's him. He's great. He's going to be perfect. He's got the bod. He's got the vibe. He's certainly got the draw of the ladies. But I think also just the underwater with the hair, to be able to to have that, and the CGI was fantastic.
I had a couple of people that commented before the movie came out. Jason Momoa can't be Aquaman. He's not blonde. He doesn't have to be. It's Jason Momoa.
Yeah, but the new Aquaman was just like that. He just had the blonde. You know, he was a little bit more that look. But oh my god! And plus, he has like the tats and everything, and kind of have. You're really trying to draw in the modern crowd to an older kind of character, and I think they did that really well. But yeah, she said, yeah, I agree. I do agree. Jen's Closet Gems, the villain, Killmonger, played by Michael B. Jordan. You know, I get it. I don't, you know, he was okay, but
people are kicking around Michael B. Jordan as playing the Black Superman, which is supposedly going to be Kal-El, which is just wrong. I'm sorry. But I would rather see Michael B. Jordan play Icon, the character Icon from the Milestone comics.
Sure.
I would go see that movie in a heartbeat.
Yeah, they're saying Ragnarok, Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy had, I mean,
Guardians of the Galaxy was another fun movie.
The CGI, Groot and Rocket Raccoon, awesome. You know, Vin Diesel and what's his name from, I forget the actor who was nominated. I forget his name, but great stuff. Yeah, and again, the really interesting interpretation of those characters in a modern way. You know?
I came real close not to seeing Guardians of the Galaxy because the comics were so bad.
They were.
And then I see this movie and it's so good.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, the Star Fox, is it? The main guy, Chris, whatever his name, I forget his name. The main guy, he was great. The wrestler guy who played, oh, I'm forgetting the names now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was amazing cast as that in there. But yeah, Guardians was cool, and I liked the second one too. And the girl that played Nebula was amazing. Sky Lord, yeah, Sky Lord. What is it? Sky Lord. Yeah. Star Lord. Sorry, Star Lord. And yeah, Batista played what's his name? But again, a very different view of that character.
Chris from Parks and Rec.
Correct, right?
Right.
Right. He was funny on that, and I just see him as that comedic.
But that whole show was funny.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, awesome show. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I hope we get a Galactus that isn't a. I do hope that they do like Secret Wars as a movie, because they totally could now. They would just have to come up with more of the villains, because they have Ultron. They could probably do Galactus. They have lots of the, Baron Zemo, a lot of them, Red Skull. They have all. They could bring all those back in, and they have almost all of the people from the Marvel side. I mean, the good guy side. You'd have to just come up with the bad guy side, but that would be Doctor Doom. You could easily do.
I'm waiting to see what they do with Doctor Doom. I know it's going to happen sooner or later.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't have Doctor Doom, you don't need the Fantastic Four.
Oh, he's such a big part of that. But yeah, some of the comic packs I picked up were just Fantastic Four today too. So I was like, I haven't picked those up. I had Batman suit, I had all that, and then I had a lot of X-Men. So I was like, let me pick up some Fantastic Four just to see what's in there. And I don't know what's in there, so they just have what they have. Yeah, so I'm trying to think of, okay, we can switch up a little bit, right? So I'll show one of my favorites. I think I showed this already on a show, on the morning show. We'll go to a little bit of toys from movies that are from horror movies. Okay, we can kind of switch that up. I'm
going to have to go get one.
Of course. BK, I think, asked for Universal Monsters. Yeah. That's also awesome. Love that. This is one of my favorite toys, and this is from the movie Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think you've seen. I've shared this before.
Let me go get one that they might not have seen lately.
So this is a very special figure for me because I did go and meet the actor Doug Bradley. And if you know the movie Hellraiser, you know, the Cenobites come out of the wall from the cube, and then they basically, you know, and he not only did he sign it, he wrote at the top, "See you in hell," and he signed it, and he actually drew a pin for Pinhead. This is by Reaction. They do, I believe they are the subsidiary company of Funko that makes the pops. So picked this up at yard sale for a couple dollars. Went to a comic convention. I think I paid $30 to have him sign this. Waited for maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes, and it's one of my favorite things. You know, I don't think I'd ever sell it. He closed her eyes so she doesn't have nightmare. Yeah. You called, we came. One of my favorite movies. Clive Barker, amazing. And again, even the second one wasn't so bad, but that first one, amazing. Not something I think people really bargained for. Has some cheesiness in it in certain spots, but man, when these guys start coming out of the walls and you're just like, you know, that guy with the teeth, woo, scary stuff. So Hellraiser, signed by Doug Bradley. Again, Comic-Con, I've gone to some cons. This was one that was just outside of Philly that I went to where he was. They actually had him, and they had all the other actors of the Cenobites. All of them were there, but you had to wait in line for each one. But I waited for this one, and I have pictures again. Not that I would sell it, but I have pictures of me, you know, shaking his hand and having him do it. So it really geeked out on that. So I thought I would share that with you guys. So Kollecting Kaos is going to be grabbing some toys. Yeah, right. I met the actress who was in the movie, and she was really nice. She actually does her own artwork and stuff, and was just super. She was sitting right next to him, and just kind of be able to, hey, how you doing? Loved you. Da 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 da. It's nice to be able to connect with the actors like that. Hey, there you go. Cool, man. Let's see. Show it.
It's Shrieker. I have no idea what movie it's from.
Does it say it right above it, or no?
It's just Legends of Horror.
Legends.
Yeah.
Nice.
This one isn't a horror movie, but I mean, it's definitely a movie-related figure. And it's one of the earlier sideshow figures.
Oh, yeah. I remember those. Yeah, I used to have the full set of them. Very cool.
All two of them? I mean, they did more than two eventually.
Yeah, they came with all these.
This is something that we were talking about earlier.
Yep. Batman and with Poison Ivy.
Robin and Poison Ivy.
Yeah. Uma Thurman.
Yep.
That was quite a terrible movie. It was like they threw in that was I think the one with Arnold as Mr. Freeze, which was, you know. Yeah.
How about Leaf Woman?
Oh, there's a good one. Oh, Puppet Master. Whoops, sorry. Go back here. There you go. Wow, look at that.
And it has extra leeches, but they're coming out of her mouth.
Yikes. Isn't that special? Look at that. People love it, though. Around Halloween or whenever, people go nuts.
I'm having an avalanche of comics.
Don't fall.
Too late. They're all over the floor.
Oh.
And this I should have told last week, but I didn't have it last week to show. But it's definitely movie related.
Oh yeah. Oh, is it? Oh, that's from not Micro Machines, but just
the die-cast Power of the Force.
Die-cast.
Nice. And it's by Kenner.
Look at that.
It's Han Solo, Chewbacca, Yeah, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper, Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker, and Darth Vader.
Hey, what's up, Diecast? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I didn't know Mike was doing anything. Usually he's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it's all good. This is an open.
No, he does. He does Tuesday. He shows off some of the comics that he got.
Oh, okay.
On Tuesday, he's done that for a while, but
that is a lot of different shows he does. Wow, but get it.
Yeah,
but he's got the Patreon connection.
Comics.
So yeah, Diecast, we're just talking about movie-related toys tonight.
And TV. Movie and TV.
Oh, and some TV too. You guys have any questions? Anything you want to share? Throw it into the chat. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, Mike's got his connection with the guys, and he shows off a lot of the buys that he gets. And then also, I think the Patreon guys get to get an idea what they want to claim as well. So,
and if you spend enough money, you get a box.
Right.
On your birthday. So I was lucky I got that. I don't think I've gotten the comics yet, but that's okay.
Right.
I don't know where I'd put them anyway. I've literally run out of room.
I know how that is.
I need a bigger house.
That's cool. So did you think about a question? And where we have, I think we just have, I see about
yet another question.
Just something if you'd like to do some kind of prize or giveaway, if you'd like. If not, that's fine too. I'm seeing we're at around 10 people in the chat, so it looks like
I will have a giveaway for next week.
For next week, okay.
Next week fine. I will have a giveaway. I have to decide which one of my toys I want to offer up as a giveaway, shipped, and pay for it, because that stuff comes out of my pocket. And even though I've had these toys for many, many years, I got to pay the shipping.
Sure. So yeah, he's asking. He said, "Were there any Flash Gordon toys ever made for the movie?" I love that movie. And if you're talking about the 1980s one with Max von Sydow as Ming, and if you're talking about that movie, yes, there definitely were some. But I do have some Flash Gordon toys. I do have a few by Mego, but they were more, I think they're more the throwback, but I do think so. And certainly something that's gettable. I have to go back through and look at those. That I did enjoy. It was cheesy, but I did enjoy that. And the Queen did all the music for it, which was really cool. So
I'd like to get one of the old Flash Gordon friction guns, the 10 toys from, I think, either the late 40s or early 50s.
Right.
I'd like to get a hold of one of those.
Yeah, I remember it was the Queen did the soundtrack, and then they did the soundtrack for Highlander, the first Highlander. That's also one of my favorite. Again, also I kind of put that in the superhero vibe too, kind of Invincible.
It's fantasy superhero, yeah.
Yeah, immortal, right? Why not? Love that. Yeah. Yeah, we all just need less stuff, but it's so hard. Yeah, I mean, when I go to the flea market, it's hard to turn down, lots of items. And then when the person, I was going to show it, it's in my garage. I mean, I literally was leaving, and the ladies pack, I always seem to catch somebody right at their car. I'm like, hey, got some toys. And she literally was like, you want to buy them all? And I'm like, my friend was with me. He's like, oh no, that's a really bad thing to say to him. So then I go and I said, how much? It was, she's like $10 with the tote. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Then it was full to the top with DC Imaginext Batman toys and play sets, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, and I haven't even gone through it, but she was just over it, and just, I don't think she even wanted to put it in her car. Just no problem. I'll take that from you. She's like, oh, it's heavy. I'm like, no problem. Just take it away from me. That's right. It's better to burn out.
Catching people at the end of shows.
What's that?
I used to love catching people at the end of shows.
Comic books.
I used to sell strange things at comic shows. I mean, I remember one comic show, all I took was Pogs.
Yep.
I sold out. I was the only one there that had them, and it was just as they were getting crazy.
Right.
I sold like 3,000 Pogs in 2 hours.
Yeah. I actually, it's funny.
The next week, everybody had Pogs. I didn't carry them.
Yeah, that was like that moment in time, right, with Pogs. But I
still have a bag full of them.
Yeah, I usually skip them, but I know people still collect that stuff. He's talking about the Kurgan and Highlander, and yeah, one year I wanted to do it when I had my hair I wanted to shave my head and do the Kurgan with the safety pins around my neck in that main scene where he's just all bikered out or whatever, and do that, but it never came together. But that would be, the Kurgan would be one that I would like to do a cosplay for sure. Yeah. And I love in the church, happy Halloween, ladies. He's talking to the nuns. I love it. Crazy.
There was another show that I did that all I had at my table was collecting supplies, comic book bags and boards, the plastic clamshell containers for Star Wars,
right.
The bigger container that I have that Elmer Fudd in, these small ones like this.
Right.
I made a fortune that day because nobody else had that stuff. Yeah. And the next show, of course, everybody had that stuff, and I carried something else. I never did the same thing.
It's always timing, right? It's always timing. It's always just that. And even on here in YouTube land, it's always at that right time, strike when the iron is hot, or don't. If it's dead or it's not happening, you have to kind of pick those moments. But
you look at what everyone else is selling and you sell something else.
Absolutely. Hey, Jen, thanks for coming. I think we're going to wind this down. We're almost at the 90-minute mark. Thanks for coming. I got your wharf here, obviously. We're going to be buying and selling a lot of things together, so no problem. I could send that out to you. I also could just throw it up in a box, obviously buying stuff back and forth, but no problem. Good to see you. Yeah. Hey, it's Cam. What's up, Cam? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for coming. You're kind of catching the tail end of the show here. We're at about the 90-minute mark. We'll probably wrap in a few minutes. Tonight's talk is TV and movie related toys. So we've basically been showing some stuff and sharing with that. So thanks for coming. Appreciate that, Cam. I hope you got your books from me and you're happy with that. Hopefully got there to you by now.
Yeah, I have a box up here with Cam's name on it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And one with Felix's name on it, and one with Jason's name on it, and one with
Oh, he's asking, yes, this is Ernie. Yeah. Guy, I featured him TV related. I love Sesame Street. He's a sleepy time. Let me see. Yeah, he's Sing and Snore Ernie. So he's from Tycho, he's vintage, and he kind of helps your kid kind of go to sleep, or he has a whole box in the back with batteries and whatnot. So yeah, I picked this up at the flea market like 2 weekends ago. But I love me some Sesame Street. I do like some vintage plush. Very fun. Put him back down there. But yeah.
Good stuff.
Always evolving, right? This always evolving. Probably, Cam, from the last time you saw me, there's probably some stuff you haven't seen yet. So always changing. Yeah.
Well, I actually try to keep this room collection free, but It's not working out because this is overflow from the other room. I have a room that has comics in it. I have a room that
Right.
has magazines and toys in it. And it's just kind of avalanching into this room now.
That's interesting. Yeah.
All my gaming stuff is in the other room.
Patrick Murphy's like RoboCop's toys marketed to kids. Yeah, what a crazy movie. But then these RoboCop, I do have some of those on the card. I find them at the flea market, and it's just that kind of, I don't know if people just don't know what that is. I think it's cool,
Parents bought them for the kids because they liked the movie, and the kid goes, huh? And then just sets it off the side and goes plays with the box.
Yeah. I love that. I love that movie. Peter Weller, awesome. The director, awesome director. That movie was definitely right in there as far as one of the best older sci-fi, ahead of its time, kind of, in what it was. I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, that's right. TJ Laser, absolutely. So,
yeah, when it comes to toys, you buy it when you see it.
Yeah, and I always will buy
comics. Wait, and you'll find it for less.
Yeah, with toys, it is a strike while it's hot, and I will peel off the best ones for my collection. And a lot of times, I already have the doubles, but that's what this show is too. I mean, we're going to be doing. We definitely want to be building to do an auction of toys, collectibles, maybe comics, and bring that to you guys once we get a little bit more under the belt here, and then cover more stuff so that people could go, ooh, I'm interested in maybe purchasing some of this or some of that. So, absolutely. Yeah, just that clip in my own bumper use. Oh, cool. Cool, man. Yeah, let's see what Patrick put in there. So we're almost at a 90-minute mark. I think we can maybe wrap this up. Thanks for coming, guys. Anybody, if you want to go back, this will be on the replay. You can check it out. Anything that you've seen, certainly contact me or Chaos with any questions. It's Tuesday, but tomorrow night, as far as I understand it, Mike Rogers, Comic Book Steals and Deals, is going to be doing that open auction. Are you going to be selling Chaos as usual?
Yeah.
Yeah, I may come on.
I need to get rid of some of these comics.
Yeah, look at Behind Chaos, guys. He needs to get rid of that. and he doesn't have crappy comics. Let me tell you.
And that way I can fill it up again.
Yes. So if you're interested, and tomorrow night on Mike's channel, Comic Book Steals and Deals, I could throw it in the chat, if you have it, Chaos, to just paste in. It's a great avenue to get some bulk quality books for really a cut rate price. Most of them are bagged and boarded and ready to go. So I'll be on there. I probably will come on there and do a little bit of higher price stuff that I promote on Instagram, maybe some slabs and whatnot. And I'll probably do a
one little change to the way I do things.
Okay.
If I sell something for $1 or less, I'm not putting it in Mylar because I lose money.
Yeah, no, I mean that's definitely understandable.
But if I sell it for over $1, yeah, I'll throw it in Mylar. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I probably have. Let me really quickly go grab that link.
Yeah, Patrick just dropped it in the chat.
Oh, did he drop it? Okay.
Yeah.
I have Mike. I usually have Mike bookmarked. So, yep. So right there, Treasures Noir. There it is. There's his channel. And he usually, the thing is, he's not the best at putting the slide up. So tomorrow night, I don't know what state you're in. It is usually 9-ish, but I think with the auction, he's been starting a little bit earlier. So look for it in the 8:30-ish Eastern time. He's in Rhode Island. So kind of keep an eye out for that. I mean, you could turn on your notifications and you'll get that. And then we will go. I won't go, but the group will go. I don't know, Chaos. 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you guys.
3, 4, sometimes
It
earlier.
depends if the crowd's there. It will just keep rolling and rolling. And there's a guy that Hooding that does more modern comics. Myself, Chaos, and I do a little bit more. I don't do as many moderns, but it's very diverse.
All of these are modern.
Yeah.
But when I say modern, I'm talking 1990 to present.
Right. Bye, Ella. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. So, hey, guys, I think people are jumping out of the room. Appreciate you coming. I think we're going to wrap this up. What do you say, Chaos? And maybe we'll see you tomorrow at the auction. And if you catch it, Thursday night, right here. Yeah, it'll be Thursday night on Chaos, and I'll be on there with him. And then we're really more comic centric. So I think we're going to wrap it.
Tomorrow morning, I do the Eternal My Light project. I should drop that about 10 o'clock.
Nice.
Central Time. And then Thursday night, of course. Sometime tomorrow, I'll also drop the slide for this one. Probably tomorrow evening after I get off work.
Gotcha.
Before I start Mike's show. And I still have to record that, so I'll be recording that after we finish this.
Yeah. Figure we did 90 minutes. We had some people in the beginning, and I know there's another auction, and we'll cut it. Thanks for coming, guys. If you see this, hit us up with any questions. Good to see you. Have a good one.
Wash your hands. It's good for your collectibles. It's good for your health.